better not throw that flag. Better not do that again. I respect this country, unlike you. What up, America? It's your boy, Radosław Aniak. Whoa! What are you doing here, America? Hi, I'm Aniak, and I'm running for president for 2016. I'm a graduate from Texas A&M, and I've been in the military for 6 years as a sergeant. I have been married for 15 years with a beautiful wife and 2 children, and I'm also a senator from Texas. Tax reform. Tax reform should be strictly based on income. The more you earn, the higher you should be taxed. Immigration reform. Increase screening for immigrants. Those who are illegal in our country have 5 years to become citizens. Those who have committed a crime and are illegal will be kicked out immediately. If those who have not committed a crime miss the 5-year deadline, sadly we will have to kick them out. Sadly. Gun control. Those with a gun will be required to have licenses. Convicted felons will not be allowed to have guns. Workers' rights. The new minimum wage will be $10. Those injured on the job, we'll take care of them. Healthcare. Free healthcare to the working class that are under the poverty line. Also, free healthcare to veterans, elderly, and the disabled. Education. I believe when it comes to education, we should get rid of Common Core. Also, I believe in free standard education. Foreign policy. I believe we should help our allies with any problems they might have. I also believe that we should stay out of any non-ally problems, unless absolutely necessary. Social issues. I believe in pro-life. A woman who is a victim of rape or incest should be allowed to have an abortion. On gay rights, we're neutral. Crime. I would like to reinstate the death penalty for major crimes.
We're not done. We're not?
No. I'm Radosław Aniak, and I approve this message.
Hi, I'm Vice President Athena Fahey. I'd like to welcome Jolie Laconi to the stage. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming out. My name is Jolie Laconi, and I'm nothing but grateful for this opportunity. My whole life was spent aiming to be up here on this stage in front of you. My family's influence is the main source I have to thank for this moment. Mom, I will always forever appreciate your constant pushing me to always do the best that I can and appreciate you for pushing me to do what I can for this country. Dad, I know you're up here with me today and making fun of me for being so nervous and shaky. I miss you with all of my heart. And to my siblings who have shaped me by their guidance and influence and who I strive to be more like every day, thank you. To my husband, Andrew, who I will never be able to thank enough for sticking by my side these last 12 years. Sadly, he cannot be here today as he is at home with our 4 beautiful children. Mommy misses you all and cannot wait to see you. To address my opponents, I would like to applaud all of you for your strength and courage. This race has taken a toll on all of us in different ways, and I wish you all the best of luck despite any differing views. I know that this election has created tension between all of us, but I want it to be known that I respect all of your decisions throughout this campaign, no matter what you've used for or against me. Thank you for creating worthy competition, one that has challenged my team and I to work to our fullest potential. Women, I am here to represent you. I am a symbol of power, worth, and the ability to overcome our suffrage. I am here to equalize our pay with men's pay, to increase appreciation for us, and more importantly, raise awareness for the necessity of feminism in a society. If I've learned one thing throughout my life, it is that we are told to settle. We are told to settle for less than what we deserve and to not reach our full potential, due to anything from our gender, our race, our weight, to what we look like. I'm here to tell you otherwise as your president. We are all on the same level, regardless of sexuality, race, religion, and any other factor that sets us apart from each other. As your president, combating injustice of equality is my first step. For the world to become a safer, more peaceful environment, our country needs to step up and learn to treat others with respect. Learning and showcasing acceptance to others will begin a chain reaction, not only in our country, but in all countries surrounding us, providing a better, safer world to live in. As human beings, we follow by example, and it is our American duty to create the right example for the rest of the world to follow. Fellow Americans, you are being given a choice. I have a sense of optimism that no matter what decision you may come to tonight, our country will forever remain strong, proud, and free. At this point, I can only hope that this speech and the work done by my team and I is enough to convince you that I am the one who deserves to run this country. Now, before you cast your vote, no matter who it is for, I wish you all a few things: to know your worth, to be strong, and to overcome whatever's put in your way. I'd like to thank you all for coming, and I appreciate your time and for listening. I hope you all make the right choice. Thank you.
Presidential candidate Nolasco bribing other candidates for protection from being targeted? I think so. What does Nick Splata care about more, his country or export? Is his ego bigger than his biceps? We don't know either. Vice President Alex Dobrik doesn't want you to know what he's doing on his iPad. Well, America, this is it. So, Jack, if you're so worried about food stamps, what are you going to do about the violence going on throughout the world? Daniela Gomez, are you saying coming to America illegally is not a criminal offense? In this text message, you'll see that Claudia Pozzato only cares about herself and what she wants. Two different candidates, Heba Ruby and Rita Gondek, state on their website that they are pro-life. Don't you guys think it's a little out of line when the government tries to tell you what to do with your own body? Derek Budnick and Radek Korzeniak say their stance is pro-life instead of pro-choice. They do not know what women have to go through in case of any situation. Claudia Gill states that as a country we should not aid other countries. It's ironic, though, that on the attack known as 9/11, other countries helped rebuild and try to move on from the tragic event. Josh McCormick, are you saying that you support holding animals captive in cages instead of in the wild where they belong?
Vote for Joe. She's the best.
Hey, what's up, guys? Vote for my sister.
Say hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Say I miss you.
I miss you.
Ciao, votate per Jolie. She's very, very intelligente, brava, and bellissima.
Hi, my name is Andrew Anastasiadis, and I'm doing this message to give my support for Jolie for president. She's in my English 2 honors class, and she's an amazing student. Vote for Jolie.
This is my brother.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jeremy Garcia, and I am running for your vice president. I am associated with Arthur Lopez, your future president. But no matter what the situation is, he never quits. That is the Arthur that I know. And this is why I admire, and I can proudly say that there is no one more qualified for this position of being president than Arthur. Ladies and gentlemen, Arthur Lopez.
Good afternoon, my fellow Americans. Today, I'd like to talk to you not as Democrats or Republicans, but as Americans. If elected, I promise to fight for our justice, safety, and freedom. As leader, I will increase border security to prevent illegal immigrants from getting in. But don't get me wrong, I am for immigration and strongly believe that our nation is strong because of the hard-working immigrants that it was built on. Take my parents, for example, 2 native Mexican citizens that came here, leaving their life that they built back in Mexico to provide a better life for not only them, but their future children. Now, I am against illegal immigration because I cannot accept the fact that anyone can just walk into our country not knowing who they are. Now, there are a lot of hardworking illegal immigrants, and for those, I will create a path of citizenship so they can provide for our society. Now, for the felons, I will deport. So I will deport felons and not families. I believe immigrants who are parents of children and that were born in the United States must pass a background check and pay their fair share of taxes to go down this path of citizenship. The next topic I would like to talk about has been on the news for a while now, and I think it's ridiculous, and it's gun control. Statistics show that on average, every day, 306 people in America are shot. This is ridiculous. Anytime I see the news covering a story of an innocent person shot, gets me really heated. To prevent guns by falling into the wrong hands, I will create more background checks to prevent guns falling into the wrong hands. Anyone who is carrying a gun must have a license, and anyone who is selling a gun must have a license. I will also increase punishment for carrying a gun without a license or failure to complete background checks. Now, the last topic that I want to talk about is legalizing medical marijuana. Legal marijuana was a $700 million industry in Colorado, according to the Washington Post. Our economy could seriously benefit from the sales of legal marijuana across the United States. Not only will it benefit the economy, but it will help push a burden off police shoulders. Instead of chasing the man with marijuana in his pocket, they can get criminals that have committed more serious crimes, like robbery, murder, or rape. This would come with slight restrictions like age limit, amount one can purchase, and amount one can carry. So vote for me, Arthur Lopez, because a vote for me is a vote for the people. Thank you. Hi, my name is Arthur Lopez. I'm going to be running to be your next president. I'm former governor of Colorado, so I have some political experience. Now, the first thing I want to do in office is I will provide free health care for the nation. Next, I will make it impossible for guns to fall into the wrong hands. I will keep our nation safe. I will create a path for citizenship for illegal immigrants that are contributing to our society and deport felons. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mr. Zach, and I'm voting for Hillary. I'm voting for Donna. No. Actually, I'm voting for Arthur for president.
A vote for Arthur is a vote for the people.
Good evening. Thank you for coming to our mock election. And without further ado, your next President of the United States, Richard Montes de Oca.
My fellow Americans, I see an America that's beyond its current limitations. I see an America where there is hope for a better future. A future where it doesn't matter if you are young or old, Democrat or Republican, rich or poor, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Native American, gay, straight, or disabled. I see a nation where every single one of us have love in our hearts, and we will live by each other's happiness. Our way of life can be fruitful and peaceful, but our so-called leaders have lied to us with the promise of change, peace, and security. I promise to create a new world of rational reason, a world that the future children of America can look up to. We have seen the same things in the headlines every day. We need to unite with our neighboring countries and help restore basic order in the Middle East. We must proceed forward as the most stable foundation for human progress. I will cut the amount of people living in extreme poverty. and promote fair tax rates based on annual income so everyone has equal and fair opportunity. I will grant immigrants a chance in which they can contribute and be functional members of our great society. I will grant immigrants all over the world citizenship so that they may one day experience what it feels like to have the American dream. 32,000 Americans are shot and killed every day, and the numbers are still rising. I will work towards outlawing firearms so that we can hopefully eradicate shootings and other gun-related deaths in America. Any family making less than $38,000 a year, we will provide welfare checks every month. But as proof both parents are trying, they will send 5 job applications. I will fight to bring affordable and reliable health care and reduce the cost for families who make less than $38,000 a year. And I will make all drug companies charge less for crucial prescriptions and medicines. We will raise minimum wage so that minorities will be able to experience the promised land in all of its glory. I believe abortion is a social injustice, and people have no rights to interfere with a woman's health decisions. I stand with important health decisions and services, including safe, legal abortion. We are all humans, and in the name of democracy and liberty, let our beautiful country strive.
Hi, this is Mornings with Ennis, and we'll be right back after this commercial break with Richard Montez de Oca.
Hi, I'm Ennis Friedrich, and I'm here to talk about Juan Miguel. He's been lying to us for a while now. On his Facebook, he stated that he attended Harvard University. This was a lie, as well as him cheating on his 7 wives. Now, do we really want him as our president?
This message is approved by your future president, Richard Montez de Oca.
Go. Next up, Richard, what are your thoughts on immigration?
Well, I believe immigration is a more controversial topic, and I believe the best thing for our country right now would be to grant illegal immigrants citizenship so that they may have a chance of living the American dream. But many of these illegal immigrants have criminal backgrounds, and if they are ever to be arrested, they will be deported back to their country of origin.
Okay. Hale, what are your thoughts on this?
I feel the same as his running mate, and we look to make the country better.
Okay, nice. Amazing. We will see you next time on Mornings with Ennis.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Josh McCormick, and I am Gabi Lucena's vice president. I believe she's a good fit for president because she's a very trustworthy person, and she's a great friend. So here's Gabi Lucena.
Good evening. I'm Gabi Lasana, and I'm a Democratic candidate for this year's election. I have many great ideas that I think this country will benefit from my ideals on tax reform, foreign policy, and the war on drugs, and much more. To start off, I'll talk about foreign policy. With all the recent events across the seas and the attacks by ISIS, I believe this topic can be very sensitive for some people. But I believe we should let refugees into this country. But of course, after they undergo intensive checks and make sure they don't have any terrorist organizational ties. I also believe that the taxes on the middle and lower class are way too high. The wealthy are the ones with the surplus of money. Why couldn't we take from them? Rather than make the low and middle class give their money. It'll help give the people with not as much money more money, so the government doesn't need to supply them with money for things such as health care. I also believe that drugs such as marijuana should be legalized. Other drugs such as cocaine, heroin, etc., I do not believe should be legalized. I am for gay marriage, which is another issue. I believe that gay marriage should be allowed, but of course churches do not have to marry them if they do not see fit. I am also pro-life, but in certain instances, abortion is an option. I, Gabi Lucena, promise that when elected, I will do my absolute best to further this country we all call home. I promise to listen to the people and base my actions off the needs of the people who are the voice of this amazing country. I will make sure we have the means to protect and preserve America. We need to protect this country for the future generations so we stay on top. I, Gabi Lucena, promise to make America great.